On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype. We make it take flight.
Yeah, man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on. A blessed and wonderful Tuesday evening to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side. So we have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps. We're going to kick it off in the evening and wait a message from the Prime Minister of Jamaica, that's Andrew Holness, who says successful strategies by the police have disrupted criminal organizations, forcing them to relocate from their original communities. I don't know if that is such a good thing, but I go hear what the Prime Minister have to say about that. He was speaking at a keynote address recently in the St. Andrews South District Consultative Committee Conference held at the Prembokal High School in St. Andrew. So listen to what the Prime Minister have to say.
Because our strategy of controlling spaces have worked very well, the scammers and other criminals are no longer feeling safe in the communities in which they used to operate. But what is happening is that several of the gangs and the scammers are now trying to come into communities like this, like Pembroke Hall. They are trying to take on short-term rentals, trying to get short-term rentals through Airbnb. I'm making this point to you that the strategies that we're putting in place, it's working, it's displacing some of the criminals, and they are now trying to find places where they can't be identified to go and create a new criminal ecosystem. You might wake up one morning and you see some strange people doing all kinds of strange things beside you, and you're wondering, where did these people come from? If you don't want your community to be taken over, just quietly, don't make them see you, quietly call the police. Don't allow them to feel comfortable in your community. The greatest power you have is to make them uncomfortable. It is better that the police come and knock them up and ask them what is happening. We got a report. Immediately that puts them on notice.
So basically, for the people where I rent Airbnb, you all have to do really good screening when you're renting your properties. It can't only just be about the money that you're collecting, because renting your properties to these criminal elements will make your property worthless over time when they bring into that community the toxicity that follows them wherever they go. And that in itself is only death and destruction. Yeah, man. Now over there in the troubled, war-torn, crime-riddled St. Catherine North Police Division, the St. Catherine North Police have now upgraded its investigations into a gun attack on a man, into a case of loss of life, after that man has passed away in the hospital from his injuries. Now the man in question is presently on your screen. He has since been identified as 32-year-old Chevaughn Mattis. It is said that Chevaughn was conned up, seriously so, all over the upper body in the McVickers Lane community about 4 days ago. Now reports from the St. Catherine North Police suggest that sometime around 8:45 p.m. on June 27th, Chevaughn Mattis was conned up and seriously injured by unknown assailants. He was rushed to the Spanish Town Hospital where he was admitted in serious and critical condition. Chevaughn Mattis succumbed to his injuries on Sunday, June 30. The investigations into the incident has been upgraded, as I stated earlier, to that of a murder. Boy, may I tell you, the thing rough. Now on the Spot News Media is not for sure who or why Chevaughn Mattis was conned up in such a fashion. I will most definitely be looking into the personality of Chevaughn Mattis to see the type of person he was. Now over there in the St. Andrew North Police Division, that's the Constant Spring policing area, detectives attached to the Constant Spring Police are probing the circumstances surrounding the loss of life of a 78-year-old woman. She has since been identified as Barbara Archer. She was found in an advanced state of decomposition and her throat cut. The woman, Barbara Archer, who is said to be a resident of King Weston in Lawrence Tavern, St. Andrew, was found at her home on Monday, July 1. Reports from the Constant Spring Police are that sometime around 4:49 p.m., residents went to make checks, and upon their arrival, the body of Miss Archer was seen laying on the floor in an advanced state of decomposition. The police were alerted, and upon their arrival, further inspection was done, and it was seen that her throat was wide open. Injuries inflicted by a sharp instrument, the police stated. The scene was processed and the body removed to the morgue. Now, when I speak on things like this, the peeps, it really hurt me to the core. 78-year-old, 2 years shy of being 80. And also the fact that she's a female, elderly woman. What could she have done to anyone so bad for them to take her life in such a brutal and horrific manner? On the Spot News Media will most definitely be making checks into the circumstances surrounding her loss of life. But I can bet my last dollar that this senior citizen, this elderly woman, is related to the personal persons that they actually want to get to, and used her life as an example to that person. But to the criminal element that did such a brutal and horrific act, you are a coward. You are not a man. You are weak. Because only a coward would take the life of a helpless old woman. If you not really and truly bad, go face the people them where uno and them in a things, and leave the elderly, the children and the innocent alone. Too much of these type of killings in our country. And I can bet my last dollar you won't see a protest because she lost her life. So basically, the lives of our babies, our children, the lives of our elderly, the ones that fought and toiled and did all the necessaries to ensure that we grew up and become the persons that we are, their lives are not important. But as soon as a known criminal element is cut down by the security forces, that person alone should get justice, I see. Boy, may I tell you. My peeps, I love you, but we have become very sick and twisted. Now over there in the Manchester Police Division, the Manchester Police have found some skeletal remains believed to be that of a man who went missing close to 2 years ago. The skeletal remains was found in bushes in Doncaster district in Craighead, Manchester on Sunday. Police and residents said that the remains are believed to be that of this man presently on your screen, identified as Delroy Carter, 54 years of age. the time when he went missing. It is said that he was a resident of the Craighead community. Carter, who is said to have lived alone, reportedly went missing in September of 2022. The police stated that around 4 p.m. on Sunday, residents alerted them to a remote section in the Doncaster community where the remains were found behind Carter's home. The police stated that relatives identified his clothes. Preliminary reports are that there was no sign of foul play. The remains were removed to the morgue for DNA testing to be identified. A whole heap of hole in this story. So how the relatives them just go stumble upon the remains after 2 years. So nobody never go around at the back of the yard in all in time because it not sound like him did bury under no wind or nothing. The report did not say that. You know what? I gotta make some checks in this one here and get back to you because this one here really no look tree right to me. But anyway, make we continue. Now over there in the Trelawny police division, a man end up lose 3 points. But the police in Trelawny states that he was on the radar of the police and he was taken out in a hail of bullets during a home invasion on Sunday night. The deceased man has since been identified as 40-year-old Sheldon Henlon, presently on your screen, said to be of a New Forest district in Duanville in the parish. Now, reports from the police in Trelawny suggest that sometime around 11 p.m., residents heard loud explosions coming from the directions of Sheldon Henlon's home. The police were summoned and upon their arrival, Henlon was found suffering from multiple corner wounds all over the upper body and head. He was, however, taken to the Falmouth Public Hospital where he was pronounced you know what. Now on the spot, news media received information that he's a known thief in the area. Love go around and take people things. It's a little finger fearing brother. Really sticky fingers type of youth. Now we get to understand that he was confronted on several occasions and he has always been threatening members of the community, stating that he will use his firearm and take their lives. Now, somebody didn't take so kindly to his threats and took his life before he could have taken theirs. Well, if you're a criminal and criminal come slap you away, we don't have a problem with that. Easy 1-2, 2 for 1 type of special. We just sorry say the police them never come on same time as them slap with him. The police them just slap with them and just call it a big deal. 2 for 1 special type of situation. So from you're a criminal and you lose your 3 points, on the spot news media not gonna sorry for you. Life is like that. But anyway, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in a subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.